Ooh. Jeez, that's coming through the mic nice and clear. We are in for EHSHL NHL 17, the Jo Blobs. We got 3 people at the same time now, which is great. We got Brandon, Dusty, and myself, and we're hoping for a good game.
You know, it's going to be a great game out there. You know, we're just going to try real hard. You know, we're going to give it 110% and everything like that, and hopefully we're going to put some pucks right to the back of the net and hopefully get a big W on the board right there.
Yeah, like sports better than the other sports team. We'll win more sports.
That was a good pass, by the way.
I don't know what happened. It bounced off like my back end.
Oh, big deke.
Nice. So, some people have been asking, actually, my mom, just to clarify, because she watches these videos. Just to clarify,
gotta be honest.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna like try to be like, yeah, a bunch of people are asking on the comments section. No,
just
so
one.
with
an important one, no less.
Oh boy, yeah, my dad's there like, you're great, son, you're doing good. With the names that we have, because it's not Brendan, Dusty, and Brandon. It's Usay Mandibla, it's Klaus Funboy, and quite possibly my favorite, Ruben Doug, for the Jo Blobs. So, starting with Brandon, why did you go with Usay Mandibla or Ulcer Mandibles?
Well, I think what ended up happening was that I decided to pick a disease and pick a body part. Right, and that's essentially what happened. So, because that was my previous character was something equivalent to that, and to be honest, I can't actually remember.
It was Bucky Cholera.
Bucky Cholera. There you go, right. Bucky Cholera. That is right. Okay, so then and then what ended up happening, I'm like, well, I got to mix it up a little bit, right? So I can't make anything really too bad. So I'm like, oh well, you know, an ulcer, it's not a disease, or you know, but it's a condition, and
it hurts.
And I have one. Yeah, exactly, it hurts. I picked a body part too, mandibles, which is actually the fancy term for your jaw.
Yep.
And then, well, I think one time, the first game I was Ulcer Mandibles. We were playing a team from Montreal, and I thought, well, what if I put a spin as a French pronunciation? So ça c'est Usay Mandible maintenant. So it works.
It does. Oh, what? Oh, I thought that was in.
Come on.
Oh my goodness! Because it like the camera zoomed back. Like,
the cameras all went weird.
Ruben Tug over there.
It's like real life. They all got freaked out.
Oh, man,
all the broadcasting crew.
It was a nice shot.
I'd say.
So Ruben, where's that come from?
I was having a conversation with my father, and he had to go to a chiropractor appointment, and I was like, oh, you got to get a little rub down. And I don't know why. I was like, can you imagine if there was a doctor that had the name Ruben Tug? His name was Dr. Ruben Tug. And I was like, and he laughed so hard that I was like, this is the most brilliant thing I think I've ever said to him in my life. I had to write this down and mark it, so the name just sort of stemmed from that, of keeping it. I mean, it's a play on words if you are old enough to understand, but it's just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Wait,
that's
play
awesome.
on words? What does that mean?
What's a fancy massage?
It's a fancy massage. Very fancy. Lots of fancy stuff with this.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
you pay a premium for this massage.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. There we go. All right, Ruben, get up there. There you go. And then for me, it all stems from actually when I took a vacation with Brandon up in Canmore. We went to a hotel, and it was like that was one of my favorite vacations I've ever taken. It was just because it was simple. It wasn't anything too crazy. But the guy there who was running like the front desk was he was either German or something very similar to that. And Brandon wanted to get ice. We wanted to get it because there was no fridge in our place, so he was like, is there a bigger bucket? And I believe what he said was, oh, you guys are going to have a party. And like, when Brandon told me that, I just kind of lost it. And that kind of became our mascot for the rest of the trip, and we called him Klaus. So when I got back, I wanted to do something fun, and we went with Klaus Funboy. So he's still with us. I'm hoping the next time I go to Canmore, he's there, because that guy was awesome. He was pretty great.
He was pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, you boys want to
talk
have
anything
a
bad about
Klaus.
Nice. I wonder if I'll get a intangible point for that goalie screen.
Points for trying.
Yeah.
Points for trying. A for effort.
Coach will just say, hey, you were in the right spot at the right time. Good job. I'm not going to have it reflect in your end of period rating, but we know you were there.
Snuck that in. Nice.
A little bit there, eh?
No. That's what we needed. That's what
Oh boy, way to step up.
Actually, the only person who plays with a normal name on the team is Kevin.
He's going to have to come up with some sort of nationality first, because if you think about all of them, we've got French, we have German.
Yep.
I don't know what mine would be, but
Ruben.
we'll go with American.
American.
Southern American.
I thought it was like
Ruben stuttered.
Yeah. For whatever reason, I pictured it being like Asian.
What?
I don't know
why,
anybody
'cause it
from
doesn't
that
have, like,
entire
an Asian.
continent that would be named Ruben.
Yeah, Ruben Tug. Like, I don't know, but maybe not. But yeah, Kev's got to figure out a nationality and then run with it. Kevin's a lot more conservative humor-wise than us. Like, I don't see him being as like Ruben Tug and talking about a
Don't
disease
get that
and
wrong
stuff.
on the air.
Oh, Freudian slip. And I mean, and that's not a knock against him. I love Kev for that reason. He's very pure with his humor.
He's
There
the
it
good
is.
cop of all of us.
He is. Mandibles,
The good
can I have your
cop?
stick? Oh, they're looking good so far. 8 shots each. We're doing pretty good.
We're
this
up 1-0, and I'm C-rated across the board. You're the best, coach.
I wish you could edit that. Like, if that's an 18, make like edit which coach you have on the bench, because then you just stick with somebody. Each of them, I mean, and they all look kind of. Dumpy's not a really fun word to use, but they really do on like the bench. They got like
They've not kept themselves.
Yeah,
put it
they've got
that
like
way.
a massive behind.
Oh,
So they
Or
got
no
a little
hair.
more,
A little
you
more
know,
junk in the trunk.
they got a little more meat. You know?
They do, but
There's
it doesn't
nothing wrong
like
with that. They're just
it
big
doesn't
boned.
counteract with the body properly. Like it's like they look like a normal person, and then they got like the Kim Kardashian.
like
Chunk
yeah,
in the
you could
trunk.
put a champagne bottle on
Oh.
that bird.
Yeah, that's right. Oh,
Oh
Close.
no, Klaus.
Klaus.
That too.
That was very Klaus.
That was very close. Oh. Almost. We got some good stuff going here.
Thanks, coach.
Yeah, you bet. Player coach, Klaus Funboy.
Man, the only time I've ever had a
So-
player coach was when I was playing house league baseball. I was 16 years old, and honestly, he was one of the smartest coaches.
Huh.
Oh.
Oh, big deflection.
Yeah.
So I've been playing a different game lately, and the controls are completely different than, you know, any sports game. So I'm having some trouble here.
What game you been playing?
I've been playing Diablo 3,
Ooh.
Reaper of Souls.
That's like that's the full game that got released on the PS3 with the updates and
The
stuff.
full game, yep, absolutely. Well, yeah, and it transferred from PS4, or to PS4, I should say.
Right.
Eventually, when PS4 came out, it was one of the first cross-property games, or generation crossing games, I should say.
I find
I
that
still
like
remember the first one for PC.
oh yeah. And Diablo 2.
Well.
Diablo 2 was great. I remember you weren't being a big fan of Diablo 3 when it first came out on PC, though.
No, it was a broken system. Number one, there was I can't remember the number exactly, but I want to say it was called Error 47, and essentially Error 47. First of all, the update and to install it took actually quite some time, and to actually log on to the servers, it wouldn't let you, and if it did, it would put up something called Error 47. You can't play. So it became actually quite a wide viral joke for a while because a lot of people were waiting for the sequel to Diablo 2 to come out, and it was it was about 10 to 12 years or something between the two games. Yep. So when it came out, everyone finally had an opportunity to play, or so they thought. They didn't because of Error 47. Now, Diablo 3 had its own different obstacles too when it first came out. They had something called an auction house, and essentially you could put up your own your gear or things that you would get in game, and you'd be able to sell them for real life currency.
Wow.
And they would sell it for $1 or $2, but it was very broken in the sense that people would just basically if you had money, then you would be able to conquer.
Yeah,
and,
pay for play.
That was not the whole point.
Free to play, pay to win.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't a freemium type game. You paid for the game, and all of a sudden it was very unfair, and they tweaked it a little bit, and then they just got rid of it altogether. It's called the auction house.
Huh.
And that was the other thing too. It was essentially like eBay. So you want to sell it for $1, well, somebody else wants it for $5. Well, somebody else wants it for $7 this time, and kept on going and going and going, and it didn't work out too well.
But now it's because did you and I play on the PS3?
We did.
We did. Okay, so I was gonna say on the PS3
it was Kevin.
Yeah, it was back to normal and all that sort of stuff. I enjoyed it. It was just I don't have the same kind of motivation to 100% every game that I have like you do. We got through the game, and then Kevin was kind of done with it, and then there you go, Dusty. It was just tough to really go back into it, and
well, the great part now is that it's almost like a completely new game. It actually is a completely new game. It's got a new it's got new characters. Oh wait, hold on a second here.
Yep.
Didn't get it.
So it's so there's the Templar. That's a new one. Is there any other new characters?
The Templar. No, the Templar is a character that you would have on the side, like your companion. There is a new character called the Crusader. There's a new character called the Necromancer.
Yeah.
So a little bit of an expansion there, but then they introduced something called Adventure Mode, and Adventure Mode is basically all I play right now. It has nothing to do. Oh! Hug me! Hug me! Please hug me.
Please
no, you're not
Please
coming.
make it happen. We're hugging.
Okay,
We're hugging.
No,
we had a moment in the corner.
No, it's a completely new game, and it's actually really fun, and it helps that you're playing with friends, and and I guess in my case playing with family as well, and it just makes things that much more fun. It just makes it also that much more nostalgic as well, considering the fact that this game came out late 90s, or early 2000s, and the fact that they've kind of refurbished it into a game that anybody can play, and it's actually entertaining to play.
Yep.
It works.
Completely brand new game.
It is a completely brand new game, while still maintaining both even like the historical aspects of the game. Like it goes through the storyline and actually carries over a few things. It's quite fun if you were a fan of it in the beginning. But I also played Diablo 2 recently. People still play that game. A game from whenever it was. I think it was like 2002. I think is when the expansion came out, like the full game.
With the expansion,
yeah. 2002 is when the full game came out, which is the one that I was playing, and people still play. Blizzard has not. I know they haven't shown as much support for their servers, but they're still there, and it's not like it's not going anywhere either.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's pretty crazy because yeah, like one of the big characters in Diablo 2 was the Necromancer, and then when the new game came out for 3, it was kind of like, oh, okay, so the Necromancer's gone.
Yep.
And then I mean, there's no Druid, because I know the Druid was part of the expansion with the second game, but they kind of just, I guess, didn't really think it was a good idea for the third.
I think, I mean, it also has to do with the storyline too, right? I believe it or not, these games do have a storyline. And I think, depending on the area where they were, and their location as to where it all was, I'm not sure if it would make 100% sense to put in a Druid. It was the same thing with an Amazon. They didn't put it in Amazon either. So instead, or a Paladin for that matter. Instead, they've been, I'm not going to say replaced, but they've just been added on with newer type classes, if you will. But no, it's a fun game. Fun game, and I will never talk smack about it as much as I did in 2012 when Diablo 3 came out initially.
I remember that. I remember that very vividly. There was a lot of anger.
Well, the worst part, too, is that, like, you know, you pay $80 for it, right, you know, for a game, and you're hoping for the best. Because it's not like they had. This was kind of betas are available to everybody. This is post, or this is pre, and now in our day and age we can just play a demo or something.
Yep.
So.
And Dusty, you're rocking Ghostlands, right?
Ghost Recon Wildlands, yeah.
And what are your thoughts on that?
I love it. It's fun, man. I mean, it sucks that you guys don't have it, so I'm playing solo, but other than that...
Can you like team up with somebody, like just a random person?
Yeah, you can sign online just for any session and join in on any game and any storyline arc that they're at right now, and you know, you also have your own that people can join in on if you allow them to do that too, but you know, when we were all playing the beta, that's when you get the most fun out of it.
That was a good time, and I mean, like, you could do a lot of stuff with it. Like, you could have a drone and send in like an attack and stuff, and like, yeah, it was fun.
It was Grand Theft Auto in South America, essentially, with 4 people playing online.
But I think and correct me if I'm wrong here, Dusty, but are we all getting Destiny 2? Is that the next plan of action here, along with NHL 18?
Well, good luck with that budget-wise, but that's the plan.
Yeah, because Kevin's out. Kevin says he's not into Destiny 2, and he explained it in the last hockey game we had. The first one, I mean, and he's right. The first Destiny was released, and it wasn't a full game at the start. So maybe he'll come back if he sees how much fun we're all playing and enjoying. But I know I've already ordered it. I know, Brandon, you want to get it.
Yeah, I don't think I don't have any incentive to pre-order it, really. So.
No.
Oh!
Good tic-tac-toe. But yeah, hockey
Look at that
for
defense.
sure.
Woo. Nice.
All right, Dusty, let's get you a goal. Finish off the... Oh, no, don't call that a trip.
See, I'm going in the box.
No, that was me.
Oh, okay.
I tripped him.
I feel less bad about it.
I feel less bad about it. Oh, no, it is you. Okay, never mind.
See, awesome.
Now you feel terrible.
Let my team down.
Well, we're winning still, so...
Yeah, and apparently we're shorthanded, and we still got a shot on net. Look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me.
Dusty, is there anything that you would change about Ghostlands? Like, other than that us not playing sort of thing?
Some of the missions get repetitive. You know, you've got to explore an entire country that's split up into like 12 to 15 different provinces, and in every single one, you do have to do the same mission every time, like side missions.
Okay.
You know, so there's that aspect that similar to Assassin's Creed, right? Whenever you go to a new area or to complete a mission, you gotta do the same things in order to get the information you need. This is similar to that.
Yeah.
There's slight variances, but story's good. Multiple endings based on how far in the game you are before you take it to the last mission. Because it does become available. So it comes up halfway through the game. So you have the chance to end the game there, or you can continue on.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
To get a better ending. Yeah. Who's that?
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, still got it. There you go. Oh, nope, just kidding.
I never had
skating
the
beside it.
Sliding along.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Okay, that was not a good pass. We've only seen one fight in the YouTube series. I'm a bit surprised.
That we're not fighting as much?
Yeah.
We kind of want to stay in.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, there we go.
Oh, jeez. That almost worked. Big save by the goalie on the wide shot.
Yeah, kind of one of those unnecessary saves, but that's okay.
Better safe than sorry. Our goalie doesn't do that.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Dustin!
Oh, there you go.
Oh. Almost. Oh. I'm stuck behind the goalie. Oh, good D. There you go. Who's working on like some I hear some like knocking and stuff going on. Is that your washer dryer, Dusty?
No, that's the missus cleaning the house because I did not today.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Somebody's in trouble, probably, most likely.
This might be
that means this is my last game.
The
oh,
YouTube series.
Yeah, overall, like that's it. This is it.
If I'm not on the next one, file a missing persons report.
Final thoughts, Dusty, before we lose you forever. Any things you'd like to say?
Teach me hockey because I don't know what I'm doing. I won't lie. I've never played a game of ice hockey in my life. All the things I know about hockey came from working at a hockey retail store and then playing NHL online.
Yeah. I will tell you this, and I mean, nobody can see this because obviously we've just started where you're at now. If you go back to like your first year playing the NHL series to where you're at now is like night and day. It's like you are much better than what you were at.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
We should get that quote tattoo.
You are much better than where you were at.
Yeah. Nice cursive writing, you know?
Yes.
Maybe put in like a sun across from that. That'd be great.
I'll get it on my arm.
Good. I expect nothing less.
Ooh.
All right,
there we go. Shutout win.
That's a big W.
That's 3-2 now for the Jo Blobs on the YouTube series. That's a good one to finish off with.